everybody, it's Lisa from the Silver Farmhouse. So we're going to make Phil the Pumpkin. I got a light muslin colored doll at Hobby Lobby, and I stained it orange. I used a half a quart of hot water to a half cup of instant coffee to a half bottle of an orange pumpkin paint. I used Anita's. Once you mix it all up, mix it very, very well. And then once it's mixed very well, you put it in a spray bottle and you spray your muslin doll up. Again, Hobby Lobby has these muslin dolls, and I just sprayed him with coffee and orange paint and let him dry. He's going to take a good day or two to dry. Don't saturate him totally. If you lay him out in the sun, he dries a lot quicker, maybe in a couple hours. So this is what he looks like, all paint stained up. Whatever paint you have left over, you can put it in the fridge and use it for another project. I store mine for about up to 2 weeks. And you can spray something else. Maybe you're making pumpkins or something that you can use it for. So this is a piece of coffee stained muslin fabric. I get my muslin fabric at Walmart or Hobby Lobby. And basically my coffee stain mixture is quite the same. Just don't add the paint. And just dip your muslin fabric. So I'm doubling my fabric and basically putting it at the bottom of his feet and up to his waist is where I'm going to cut. So I basically just cut it in half, made 2 strips. And now I'm going to lay him on there. Just make sure you spread his legs out. You snip right up the center. And then I'm going to trim the sides a little bit. Now, listen, you want this wide because if you don't, his legs aren't going to fit here through here. We are hot gluing this, and then we're going to flip it inside out, and it'll come out like a little pair of pants. So I have him laying on my fabric. I'm going to pull him off, but I'm going to add some hot glue to each side. I'm going to glue it closed. Oh, I'm going to snip it a little bit, make it a little tiny bit shorter. But you just add glue to the insides of his leg seams, to the outside of his leg seams. Do not glue where his feet need to go through, the bottom of the pants shut. Leave that open and leave your waist open. Flip your piece inside out, and look, we created a little pair of pants. How cute is that? And his legs will slide right in here. Now, they're a little long. I'm going to give them a cuff, and I'm just going to tuck the waist over and hot glue it. And then later on, we're going to add a button to this. So you just need to tuck it over and hot glue it so that it fits his waist. And I do glue it to his body a little bit also, but I'm just flapping it over in the front. He has his little pants made. How cute are these little pants? Now listen, you can decorate him up however you want to decorate him. Basically, this is to show you that I coffee stained my doll. I made him a pair of pants. What I'm going to do is take a little tree stem. I'm going to glue it to the top of his head to give him a little pumpkin stem on his head. And then we're going to add a little bit of Spanish moss around that stem on the top of his head. Little hot glue, stick your Spanish moss on, and he has a little stem with a little Spanish moss. I'm going to take some strips of homespun fabric. You can use whatever kind of fabric you want. I tied it around his neck, gave them a couple little quick snips. And now I'm going to find a button here so that he has a button on his pants. We'll hot glue a button to his pants. And I am also going to draw a face on him, and I'm going to give him a little primitive star on his chest. But let's glue his button on first. And for his face, I'm just going to use a Sharpie marker, a fine point Sharpie marker. And I'm going to do 2 dots for his eyes, a triangle nose, very basic and simple, and a little smiley face lined mouth. That's all I did for his little face. And then I have a black primitive star here. It's a wooden star. I'm sanding it up a little. I painted it black. I'm going to glue it right to his chest. And I felt he needed something a little bit more. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grunge him up with a little bit of ink. This is just a black ink pad and a sponge. And I rub it all over him, his pants. It gives him more of a primitive look. Black ink pads are the way to go. Get yourself a little sponge. Get black ink pads at Hobby Lobby, Michael's, Amazon. And then I'm also going to give him a little bit of fall florals. I'm going to wire them right onto his hand. I felt he needed some kind of little fall floral. You don't have to add any florals if you don't want to. It's just something I did. I'm just going to take a little bit of rusty wire them right for his hands. And there you have it, guys. You have cute Phil the Pumpkin Man. We named him Phil. I'm going to make a hang tag with Phil on it. Thank you all so much for watching this quick tutorial, for following the Silver Farmhouse.